Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning into season 2, episode 2 of Game of Thrones. And y'all, there is so much going on between the Night Watch and the White Walkers, Robert and the war, Daenerys and the dragons. And one thing we can at least be thankful for is that Arya is not in the hands of the Lannisters. But if you guys want to help me out before we get started by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notification bell so we never miss out on watching some good shows together. And if you want the full length watch along, that link for Patreon is going to be right down in the description. But for now, I'm ready to sit back. I'm ready to get into episode 2. This one is titled The Nightlands. Let's go. Oh, remember they told her she had to use the bathroom somewhere else. She's lucky that guy found her in the crowd when they were executing her father.
What do you want?
A man does not drink for a day and a night. A boy could make a friend.
I have friends.
This beer.
A man does not choose his companion. Too. They have no courtesy. Men must ask forgiveness. You're called Arya. This man has the honor to be Jack and Raka, once of the free city of Loras.
Beer, get us beer.
He says stop talking and get us alcohol. See, Arya don't take no mess.
And I'll shove that stick up your bunghole.
Boy has more courage than sense.
Yeah, she's got so much courage, doesn't she?
They don't scare me.
When you're stupid, scare me.
They scare him. They don't scare Arya.
What are gold cloaks doing so far from King's Landing?
What are you doing?
They're looking for me.
You're a long way from home.
I asked you a question.
You asked without manners. I have a royal warrant.
A warrant.
One of these gutter rats you're transporting.
Well, the thing is, to the Night's Watch now, that puts them beyond the reach of King. It's a funny thing
He let go of that sword quick.
about their throats that they forget about what's down below.
I see why. I see why.
Displayed before breakfast. I could shave a spider's arse if I wanted.
Now that's a saying.
This artery in your leg, and once it's nicked, we'll just keep that. Good Steve.
And I'm taking your sword.
Seems you have a choice. Die here at this cross, or you can go back to your
That is
city and
tough.
tell your masters you didn't find what you were looking for.
We're looking for a boy named Gendry. Carries a bull's head helmet.
Oh, they're looking for God. They're looking for him. Oh, anybody's going to turn him in for that money. I thought they were looking for Arya. They don't want him to take the throne. Something tells me he could beat Joffrey hand-to-hand combat. And I would love to see it.
You make me wait a long time, but your friend keeps me company.
Nobody's supposed to know about her.
In the victory against the Stark auxiliary forces?
Was quite a battle.
I heard you suffered a terrible head wound.
He was dragged through the battle. That is hilarious to me.
Creature working in your father's kitchens.
Strange things do happen.
New friend was able to accompany you to the capital. Friends are such an important part of life. Unfortunate that your father didn't want her to come.
Is Tyrion going to really be on his sibling's side of this treacherous war? I mean, he has to, I guess.
I don't like threats,
Ned Stark was a man of honor.
and I am not.
No, I'm not.
You might be disappointed in the results. The big fish eat the little fish, and I keep on paddling.
He says, I keep swimming while you guys take each other out.
Part of your realm, but a free and independent kingdom.
Oh, yeah, they just got the letter from Robert.
Perfected the art of tearing up papers.
She does tear up papers a lot. Does it make her feel better?
You'll give the Starks our reply, cousin.
I will, Your Grace.
Did you see my brother when you were the Starks' guest?
I did. They have not broken his spirit, Your Grace.
If you speak with him, tell him he has not been forgotten.
I will, Your Grace.
Safe travels, cousin. You have a deft hand with diplomacy.
If that's everything.
Even flew in this morning from Castle Black.
Trouble with the wildlings. Somewhat less wild these days. Seems they've stopped killing each other and king beyond the wall.
Another king? How many is that now?
Yeah, how many do we have in the mix?
Cold winds are rising, and the dead rise with them.
The Northerners are a superstitious people.
They're not going to believe him.
The commander, one of these dead men attacked him in his chambers.
How do you kill a dead man?
Apparently you burn him.
One trip to the wall and you come back grumpkins and...
Gosh. I mean, it's understandable why they believe it's a myth, because they said they've been asleep for what, over 1,000 years?
Night's Watch is the only thing that separates us.
I have every confidence. Brave men of the Night's Watch will protect us.
I just
all.
feel like going into winter with what they say winter is going to be, why are we having a war right now? Why?
Fought when we died.
Especially when there's talk of White Walkers. I mean, I guess we know where there's a war right now. The king died. Nobody expected that. But still, horrible timing.
Seems a bit greedy for one man to have so many wives. Wouldn't 2 or 3 be enough for him?
We're having a serious discussion.
I'm ready for them to leave this little incestuous town.
Yeah, well, there was a milkmaid, Violet, on the next farm over from where I grew up. We were wrestling together from the time we were 6 years old. And then we got older, and the wrestling, changed.
It changed.
How many times?
Well, as many times as I could.
Wish I grew up on a farm.
He said he wished he was on a farm. He was in the milkmaid. Oh, the wolf.
Ghost? No.
Ghosts, they're just huge from the first season. They're huge. And like, that's not a real wolf. But however they made this in the show, like filming wise, it's really, really cool. Looks great.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you weren't hurt.
You're very brave.
What are you doing? This is Gilly. Hello, Gilly. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
We're not supposed She's pregnant.
Sam, what are you doing, honey? Oh, I love Sam's bleeding heart.
Take him with us.
But Sam! Sam is one of the nicest people on the show.
The Lord Commander, we are sworn to protect. Sam, we can't
Protect Sam at all costs. If they take Sam away from us, I'm gonna be so sad.
I'm going to have a baby. If it's a boy,
It's a boy, what? You want us to risk our lives for you, and you won't even tell us why.
What does he do with the boys?
No question. You were cruel. Cruel?
I don't see any, so I think I can put 2 and 2 together.
Don't touch her. No, you just want to steal her. I can't steal her. She's a person, not a goat.
Oh.
We're heading deeper and deeper into wildland territory. What will we do with her? Who's going to deliver a baby? You? I could try.
He would too. He would try.
What? I've read about it. A bit. I'm sorry, Sam.
I don't see how it's realistic for them to help. Honestly, Snow made a lot of good points. Also, update, season 2. Still major fan girl crush on Snow. I don't think that's gonna change. They're in such a dire situation. He's so unbelievably loyal to Daenerys as well. Oh, one of the riders are back. Remember, they sent him in 3 different directions.
You see.
And then they painted his horse. Was the horse painted before it left? I don't think it was it? And they sent back a head. Whose head? Whose head? Who? Please don't be the one that's been also so loyal to her.
They'll need to see this.
It's blood of my blood.
Please don't let it be him.
Who did this?
Called Pono, perhaps. Called Diagom. You don't like the idea of a woman leading a Calasar?
Far less when I am done with.
She's the only woman really in the mix other than Lady Stark. Oh. They did not burn his body. He can never join his ancestors. Oh. Oh. So they have to be burned, is what they believed. Oh. It's just not getting any better for them. How long are we gonna have to watch them suffer? They're starving, thirsty, they have no shelter, barely anyone with them, no way to protect themselves, and very valuable dragons that lots of people would be able to just pluck out of their hands because they have no way of fighting back.
Is it as you remember, my lord?
Smaller.
Everything looks bigger when you're a child. I remember my father's cabin felt like a palace when I was little. Now look at it.
They'll be waiting for me on the docks.
Who will?
Anyone who matters. Hard men rule the world.
Then you'll be king before long.
Try smiling with your lips closed. Better.
Oh.
I barely touched her. It's twice as much as every other brothel. Crying.
One moment, my friend.
Oh, shoot.
Please accept my sincerest apologies. Aramco will take good care of you.
Yeah. This is dirty. It's so dirty. Why is she crying? She's also another person that I didn't expect to get a longer storyline either.
No, my lord. Megan.
Who?
She works for you.
He doesn't know who works for him.
The gold clerks. They killed her baby.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
Poorly handled.
Poorly handled.
Sometimes those with the most power have the least grace.
You have no grace. Stop, you manipulative little rat.
I can't speak.
It's such a fake emotion that he's putting on. It's so obvious.
You know, you remind me of another girl. A lovely thing I once acquired from a Elysian pleasure house. Beautiful, like yourself. And intelligent, like yourself. She wasn't happy. She cried. Often. I asked her why, but we didn't have the kind of rapport that you and I have.
Yeah, she's like one of the main ones for him now.
Yes, it was quite sad. Girls from the Elysian pleasure houses are expensive. Extremely expensive. And this one wasn't making me any money. I hate bad investments. Really,
See, told you I have some fake emotion. It's gone now.
I had no idea how to make her happy. No idea how to mitigate my losses. A very wealthy patron. Money to let him transform this lovely.
Transform.
To use her in ways that never occur to most men. And you know what occurs to most men. I would not say he succeeded in making her happy.
This sounds horrid.
Losses were definitely mitigated.
So he doesn't give a dang about you being happy. He's not going to lose money on your soul.
Take tonight off to mourn Megan's child. I'll see you tomorrow.
That was a threat.
And you'll be happy.
That
makes me happy.
Why did we ever think that Littlefinger might be somebody we liked? And when I say we, I mean me. First season, I was like, I like him, or I can't really quite figure Littlefinger out. Yeah, I don't. Girl, that was a snake. You need to have better judgment.
Leave us, Podrick. I believe we know how to pour our own wine.
That's your new squire. I found you a proper lad.
Myself, I prefer the improper ones.
That's a good red. Dornish?
You know your wines, my lord.
That I do.
I love how Tyrion definitely indulges in the finer things in life. He lives an indulgent life in every way.
Maybe I'll hire this cook of yours.
Wars have been started for less. I heard there was some trouble.
Also, I love a witty man. He's got so much wit. His character, it makes his character lovable. I mean, he's cruel sometimes, but witty.
Peace depended on killing babies.
Orders are orders. I never said they were the Queen's orders.
No, but...
Then whose were they?
King Robert's bastards. She's always been a jealous woman.
Your sister better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
It was about my brother and sister.
I don't listen to filth.
But you have heard them.
Do you believe him, Tyrion?
Bastards to be better claimants to the throne than Cersei's children.
Yep.
I appreciate your loyalty. Tell me.
He doesn't really sound like he's on Joffrey and Lannister's side.
Stark's men in the throne room. Did you give the order?
I did, and I would again. The man was a traitor.
No, he wasn't.
Buy my loyalty.
He had no idea you were already bought.
Are you drunk? Not have my honor questioned by an imp?
I'm denying its existence.
Not questioning it, I'm denying it.
Stand here and take it from me to take it from my friend. I intend to
Yeah. They became good friends.
Hand of the king, well, I just wouldn't feel safe with you lurking about.
Granted.
Queen Regent. And you're a fool to believe she's your friend.
You are a fool.
Shall I hear what Joffrey has to say about this?
No, we
Queen
shan't.
only loves herself and her brother. Ew. Nasty.
From there, I'm afraid it's rather a long walk to Castle Black. I hope you enjoy the wall.
He's saying into the wall?
Surprisingly beautiful, in a brutal, horribly uncomfortable.
Beautiful and uncomfortable and horrible.
These men are under my command. That's this cutthroat.
His name is Bronn, and he is the new commander of the city.
Yes, Brian. Way to make a good friend. Always your foot in the door, bud.
Power
powerful friends. The king himself made me a lord.
I love Bronn because he's rugged.
If I told you to murder an infant girl, say, still at her mother's breast, would you do it without question?
Without question? No. I'd ask how much.
It's honest. He doesn't have integrity, I guess, but you could say he's honest, which honesty goes a long way. At least you know what you're dealing with. Can appreciate that.
When you get caught in the middle of a battle.
If you got within a mile of a battle, you fill your pants.
I've seen lots of battles.
Liar.
I saw a man stabbed him right in...
He said he was in a battle, then he said, I saw it.
They had armour on. So, if they got armour on, it's a battle.
No, it isn't.
I don't know. I see his side.
Hot pie, tell Gendry I'm meant to fight into a battle.
When they've got armour on.
And who told you that?
A knight.
How'd you know he was a knight?
Because he's got armour on.
He's kind of cute when he's not being a jerk.
Do you know?
Because I sold armour.
I guess that settled it, didn't it?
What does the gold clerks want with you? You're a liar.
Yeah, you shouldn't insult people that are bigger than you.
No one gets to insult anyone.
And she needs that.
No good's ever come of that question.
No good's ever come. Who asked questions before?
Someone so small be such a huge pain in my...
Who asked questions?
The hand of the king. Hands of the king. Lord
So
Arya
he-
came
his
first.
father. Her father. Sorry, saying his.
A few weeks before he died.
Lord Stark.
Asking me questions is bad luck. Probably be dead soon.
What did they ask about?
Yeah, because the last two hands who came and seen him.
Just my mum. Worked in a tavern. Died when I was little.
Who's your father?
Gold-hatted bastards for all I know. What about you, anyway?
King! Former king.
What they were after you. Why? Did you kill someone, or is it just because you're a girl?
I'm not a
He knew she
girl.
was a girl.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Take girls, everyone knows that.
Yeah, that's true. You're still a girl.
You're still a girl.
Can't take a piss then.
Oh, shoot.
I don't need to take a piss.
I mean, that would settle it, I guess.
I mean, Hot Pie can't know. No one can know.
They won't. Not from me.
He seems tight-lipped. Like, he seems like he wouldn't tell a secret.
My name's not Arya. It's Arya of House Stark. Yoren is taking me home to Winterfell.
He realized who she is.
The hand, the traitor.
He was never a traitor. Joffrey is a liar.
You're a highborn then. You're a lady.
No. I mean, yes.
Yes.
My mother was a lady.
The Lord's daughter, and you lived in a castle, and all that about... I should never have said.
He's like, hold on, what I said earlier. Oh.
I should be calling you my lady.
Do not.
Oh, he's got so much respect.
Well, that was unladylike.
That was cute. We needed a laugh in the mix of all this, didn't we?
What's she carrying?
Maris oranges, wine from the harbour, and the heir to Pike and the Iron Islands. The only living son of Theon Greyjoy. Me.
Don't like wine. Woman's drink.
You didn't care.
I need to get to Pike.
He thought his name alone was gonna get him somewhere.
I'll find your horse.
I'm heading that way. I can take you there.
I bet you can.
You've been at sea long? Or were there just no women where you came from?
Unlike you.
You don't know what I'm like.
Yeah, but you need someone to teach you. Do you know who I am?
You think I offer free rides to every man in jewelry?
Greyjoy.
Free rights to every man in jewelry.
My thing sent up to the castle. Just give me the reins. I'm a better rider than you. Back for the past 9 years.
9 years. Still know your way around a ship. Have these hands ever touched a rope?
About my hands.
She said your hands are soft.
The sea is in my blood.
Your blood will be in the sea if I don't watch where I'm going.
Proposal from my father. One that we're making king again. And me after him. I get to stay in a castle tonight if you're lucky.
Stand offer for my future king.
An order. You can tell your grandchildren about this now.
I don't imagine it'll be a story fit for children.
I don't think it'll be a story fit for children either. That's a sick fireplace. Very cool.
Father.
9 years, is it? They took a frightened boy. What have they given back?
A man. Your blood and your hair.
We shall see. Stark had you longer than I did.
Lord Stark is gone.
And how do you feel about that?
Because Stark was like a father. Like I said, I thought he was one of the Stark's kids in the first couple episodes.
I brought you a proposal from Robb Stark.
Who gave you those clothes? Was it Ned Stark's pleasure to make you his daughter?
Why is Greyjoy not happy to see him? Why is he just acting Like, his feelings are hurt.
Bauble round your neck. Pay the iron price for it. Did you pull it from the neck of a corpse you made? Or did you buy it? Iron or gold?
Gold.
Not have my son dressed as a whore? My fears have come true. Starks have made you theirs.
My blood is salt and iron.
Salt and iron, that's cool.
The offer he makes is one I proposed.
He heeds your counsel?
What's his deal between gold and iron, though?
He thinks of me as a brother.
No, not here, not in my hearing. You will not name him brother. This son of the man who put your true brothers to the sword. Or have you forgotten?
Oh, I see why he would dislike Stark.
I remember my brothers, and I remember when my father was a king.
His dad is like a pirate. Like, that's what the vibe I get.
And he will make me king of the Iron Islands once again.
I will lead the attack myself.
Oh, you will?
I'm your son. Who else? I told you to wait outside. How did you get past the guards?
Anything with a easy to fool.
Who is this?
Yara?
So good to see you, brother.
Ew!
Coming, I'll tell my grandchildren about.
She can't lead an attack.
And why not?
That was his sister.
This isn't Winterfell, boy. Your sister took over command of your eldest new father, killed him.
Your new father.
The only nights she spent off this islands have been spent on the sea.
So she's the one he would leave in charge.
She's killed men. She knows who she is.
He's not gonna help him.
No man gives me a crown. I pay the iron price. I will take my crown. That is who I am. That is who we have always.
Do they value iron more than gold there? He just keeps mentioning it.
You won't stand a chance against the Lannisters. Think about the Lannisters.
Oh, is he gonna fight against them? This is wild. He basically just like
You'll have your gold.
left his son. Like, you're not my son anymore.
Throne and the Stannis has the smallest army. Why would I bet on the men with the worst chance?
Because you're a smart gambler. Stannis has proved himself in war. Has never set foot on a battlefield. King Joffrey.
And yet they both have larger armies.
His bannermen will rally to his cause. There's no man 7 kingdoms more honorable than Stannis Baratheon.
Smugglers must vouch for the honor of king. You think I'm insulted? I am a pirate. I'm an excellent pirate. I don't sail for promises.
Of course you do. Every time you leave harbor, you're leaving on a promise.
True.
Somebody's got some gold, and you can take it from him.
That's a promise that always comes true.
As is mine. You're not a young man, Salador. Correct me if I'm wrong. Most pirates don't grow old.
Most pirates don't grow old.
You want to spend your last few years on the sea, cheesemongers and Milanese silk merchants, then go. They're out there waiting for you. That's easy. What I'm offering you is hard. Come with me and plunder the greatest city in Westeros. You'll be the richest man in Leeds. I'm the most famous.
He's saying, stop playing with chump change. Come work with me. Let's make some money. Real money.
Your son is a good name for songs.
It is.
One thing, I want the queen.
The queen?
Cersei. I'll sail with your fleet, all 30 of my ship, and if we don't drown at the bottom of...
He has 30 ships, dang.
This blonde queen and elf.
We're not attacking King's Landing so that you can rape the Queen.
Stop.
I'm not going to rape her. I'm going to her.
If she would just let you.
You don't know how persuasive I am. I never tried to you.
This is a horrible conversation.
The one true God.
I've been all over the world, my boy. They all think they found the right one. The one true God is what's between a woman's legs.
Oh, he's so crude.
Queen's legs.
He's so crude.
True believer for his son.
Yeah, he's young yet. I promise you the gold. I promise you the glory. I cannot promise you the queen.
Yeah, thank you. Dude's a little twisted. He's a little twisted.
I believe your king can win.
He is the one true king.
You Westerosi are funny people.
Who has honestly the most right to the throne? It would be the blacksmith boy, right?
I'll sail with you, Davos Seaworth. You're the most honest smuggler I ever met.
In my heart, it's Daenerys.
Get me to the gates of King's Landing, and I will.
How did this pirate get so many ships? That's wild.
When will the king have a sail?
As his God wills it.
My God too, and yours. But you were too blind to see. Let me teach you how to read.
Oh, you...
Books are much more persuasive than I can be.
No, I'm not mocking you, but I've seen men pray to every god there is. For rain, pray for home.
So much about the gods.
I wasn't praying.
But I was. Every night that you were at sea, I lit a candle and I prayed for you.
The old gods and the new gods, right?
Fine. King Stannis is my god. He raised me up and blessed me. He gave you a future.
He said King Stannis is his god.
It was Stannis. Only Stannis.
You haven't seen a lot of Stannis.
Stannis is my king,
yet.
but he's only a man.
Don't tell him that.
What, you had no right to exile him?
I have every right. I am the king's hand. Listen to me, Queen Regent. You're losing the people. Do you hear me?
The people. You think I care?
You might find it difficult to rule a
She's a phenomenal actress, but I so hate her character. She just does it so well.
powerful plot to overthrow you. And you'll...
The air that the queen carries. Ugh. The actress is perfect at it.
slaughters babies. You don't even have the decency to deny it.
You did do that. You're kind of the evil queen. Who kills that? The babies.
It wasn't you who gave the order, was it?
Who did?
Joffrey didn't even tell you.
Joffrey gave the order? Of course he did. He's a tyrant. He's a tiny tyrant.
He did what needed to be done. You want to be hand of the king?
You put a brat on the throne and you want to...
Lying on a bed of weeds.
I'm no king, but I think there's more to ruling than that.
You've never taken it seriously. You haven't. Jamie hasn't. It's all fallen on me.
As has Jamie repeatedly, according to Stannis Baratheon.
What a way to put it.
You're funny.
He's funny.
You've always been funny, but none of your jokes will ever match the first one, will they?
What's the first one?
Back when you ripped my mother open on your way out of her and she bled to death.
She was my mother, too.
What a horrible woman. Why would she say that? It's like he had no control over that.
For the sake of you.
He had no control over that.
There's no bigger joke in the world than that.
Dang. Don't play a game of venomous words with a snake, because I'm telling you, that woman knows how to bat.
How does it fare with your pirate? Galador Sam will join our fleet. 30 ships. His men know how to fight.
In my experience, pirates prefer fighting unarmed men.
Seemed the wiser choice.
It won't be a choice. Do you trust him?
Galador Sam is an old friend. I've known him 30 years. Never trusted him.
Never trusted him.
Once he gets the smell of gold, he never stops.
But there's money at the end of the tunnel, so he'll do it.
Leave us.
Won't you, Grace?
The Lord of Life shines through you, young lord.
You know he does not like her.
Cool.
Because spiritually, they do not match up.
I told him death by fire is the purest death. Because it is true.
Why should she tell him that, though?
You're troubled, my king. These armies are toys.
Tell your lord to burn them, then.
I tell him nothing, commands, and I obey.
They're operating on the darker side, it seems like.
Men whose allegiance rightly belongs to me.
You must have faith.
In a real war, side with the greater number win. 9 times out of 10.
Makes sense.
I cannot defeat my brother in the field, and I can't take King's Landing without the men he stole.
He doesn't have enough people.
I have seen the path to victory in the flames. First, you must give yourself to the Lord of Light.
The words, damn you.
The Lord of Light.
I burnt the idols.
You must give all of yourself.
I have a wife.
Oh.
I took a vow.
So that's not his woman?
She's sickly, weak, shut away in a tower. She disgusts you. And she's given you nothing.
This whole time I thought they were together.
No son, only stillborns, only death.
And he doesn't have an heir.
I will give you a son, my king.
Son.
That's what got him. He wants a son. That's the old man, and you hear a baby. She must have had, somebody had a boy. He's just gonna take it out in the cold, isn't he? How fragile must you be to not want any other male around, even your own blood? So he can have all of his women to himself. Sounds so creepy out there. He definitely left the baby out there because it ain't in his arms. Oh. But what is he gonna do with the baby if they don't want it? What just picked it up? What just picked it up? Not Snow. Yeah, you're gonna end the episode there because you're Game of Thrones. Yeah, you're gonna end the episode there. Of course you are. What picked him up? Who picked up the baby? And now they knocked out one of my all-time faves, Snow. What another great episode. I love that Tyrion is in the mix and at least reining in the Lannisters a little bit. I'm hoping that Arya has found like a confidant, like somebody she can lean on. And it seems like that with I'm sorry, I can't remember the blacksmith boy's name yet, but I really like him as well. But it seems like maybe those two can work together. Really, really hoping for that. But I want to check in more with Daenerys because she's in the most dire situation. We only got a little bit of what she's going through this episode. Of course, with the Starks, we got to see how this war is going to pan out. But the biggest thing that's like, I feel like the shadow over everything is the White Walkers. And I feel like nobody is paying enough attention to it because everybody is fighting for it. And again, how many people do we have going for the throne? Wow, I'm ready to get into the next episode. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notification bell, and if you want the full length watch along, that link for Patreon is going to be right down there in the description. But for now, guys, this is a really great goal. We can all go out there as a collective, think of how much greatness we can do if we just go out in the world, spread some light, spread some love, maybe offer some grace, and if we can, make somebody smile. Until next time, guys, which will be episode 3, which I'm sure is going to be another amazing one. I'll see you guys later.